Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Joshino, and today I've got some super spicy speculation for you again on another prototype champion. So if you didn't know, pretty much all the time hi-rez are working on 3 or 4 champions and keep releasing them. Zin was actually found by data miners and all the champions before them. Pretty much everything the data miners has been right. Now, whilst there isn't an official data mining statement at the moment, and stuff that goes into real detail, a user did reach out to me that was looking in the game files and found a new prototype champion. Their user was Cinder, and what was interesting is a champion called Owl is now listed, and it has several properties in the data files. Now, as always with these data files, nothing is finished, everything is in the works, and this champion may never see the light of day. But there's some interesting files that point towards this champion being some kind of healing champion that can also teleport and perhaps use some kind of mines. Why? Because in the particle files there's several effects labelled up for certain moves. Now, first of all, there's a move that generates a gate with a gate A, B and gate end, which sort of suggests some kind of teleport. Now there's also another effect called ground portal spawn. Whether or not that ground portal is the same as the actual gate that you generate, perhaps you as a champion can teleport a bit like Kinessa can. There's actually a lot of Kinessa's files in this champion's package, which sort of suggests that maybe there's some mines or teleporting in there of an individual character. But is there going to be a ground portal that can teleport teammates perhaps with this champion? Very much like the engineer in Team Fortress 2 or perhaps Symmetra in Overwatch. Just to mention, I was looking through some of the other champions and trying to do a little bit of investigations myself, and in the data files, in pretty much every champion, even release ones like Zin, there are other champions referenced in there like Androx's Reversal and things like that, and it does seem that there's some crossover in the files. So this is where the guesses come from. There's some sort of shared abilities with Kinessa. The reason why we think she's a support is that healing well. Now, a healing well gives you the idea of something that's fixed and heals in an area, maybe something very much like Grok's totem, or something basically emitting a area of healing. I've seen it in other games used, and usually the healing well will keep healing a person but be fixed, and I'm guessing that's what it's going to be. Maybe it actually will be literally a well that you rise up out of the ground and the well will spill over some sort of healing. I could imagine that very much, but also when you hear well, you can think of gravity well and like emitting a field around it. So we could have something like that. This champion could very much be just putting down loads of deployables like the teleporters, the portals and the healing wells. Again, there's not really a lot to go off here, but at least we know that there's this new champion, the Owl, in the files. And obviously we can do a bit of speculation on what the owl will be. Will it actually be a physical owl being? Will it be another sort of animal crossover in the realm? Because we've had a lot of human characters in the game so far, and a lot of people have been calling out wanting something different. But I mean, last time we had Willow, which is sort of fairy-ish. I guess that's sort of half human, but could be interesting to the game. But also something that's worth talking about, and I think I always thought Lex has a symbol on his shoulder pad and is sort of the symbol for, I guess, his order or the law he stands for, and I've always thought that looked a lot like an owl. So perhaps even some sort of league, and maybe this character is going to be in the same league as Lex. Owls are also very linked to sort of wisdom. Maybe this will be an older character, some kind of wizard or mage that does this healing and has all these teleporters. Maybe they're magic portals. And we've seen with Zin and Willow itself pushing back towards sort of the fantasy realm and getting some really high fantasy elements in there, and perhaps this is another push, and maybe she'll join up with the other 2 that are mages. We've got Evie the Ice Witch, and Torvald is kind of a magic user, although he uses runes. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, there are 2 other champions currently being worked on, Astra and Princess, and Stoker, which was likely a very experimental champion that could walk on walls. I don't really have much more information there, and looking through the files I can't find a lot, or not a lot of it makes sense. But again, the way I was looking at the files is likely not the way the data miners that release quite detailed stuff find it, because they're able to get exact values, they can get card names and things like that, whereas I'm struggling to find anything like that or anything conclusive, just names of files for particles or effects and things like that. So obviously take this all with a pinch of salt, but it's always just fun to talk about. What does everybody else think? What's your wildest speculations about an owl champion coming to the game? And again, they're likely to be several months away, maybe 2 months away if the release pattern is right, because This time we're going to have a break, most likely, because we've had 2 champions in a row. Then there's going to be another champion in another 2 weeks, a break, and then 2 champions after that, which may include Al, but also perhaps Stoker might even make it in there. So yeah, just let me know your spicy speculations in the comments section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time. Joshino.